I'm going to show you how to set the Kania 2000 squirrel trap. Before we set it, we'll just run through a few things on the trap. We pick up the trap. The obvious thing, this is the main spring. If you look to the front of it, this is your killing bar with another killing bar underneath. If you turn the trap round and upside down, you'll see there's a couple of lugs here that you can use to attach your Kania to a tree or a post. These are riveted, but if you put too much force, if you try and set this when you've got it mounted on a tree or a post, you can end up breaking these off. So you can drill these and put a little nut and bolt through instead. If you turn the trap round, back round the other way, this is your side door. This is what gives you access to be able to set the trap and to bait it. So you just push the catch back and just take the side door off. If you look inside the trap, you can see here, this is your trigger. This is the bit that the squirrel or whatever is going to hit and set the trap off. At the back here you've got a bait compartment for putting in your nuts, but to be honest with you, if you're using this for squirrels, then a bit of peanut butter at the back of the plate here, just behind the trigger, and a little bit at the front is enough to draw him in. Now, to set this trap is fairly straightforward. You're best off doing it on a flat surface. Put your hand on the spring and you've got to push and release from this catch here. So push him down, push the spring down, release him from the catch and let the spring come back up. Now if you look inside of the trap, you can see there that the killing bar moves up and down. Now hanging down inside, apart from the trigger, you've also got here the trigger dog. Now what needs to happen is that the spring needs to come all the way to the top of the trap between this trigger dog and the trigger itself. Now on the trigger itself, up here, there is a hole in the trigger where the dog sits in. Basically, once you've brought your spring all the way up to the top, you then bring your trigger dog up and insert it into the hole in the trigger, like so. Put your trap back on the ground and just keeping your fingers behind the trigger. You can take your hand out at this point and just push the spring down, but I just like to keep my hand just in behind the trigger, just keeping it pushed forward to stop it slipping out as you push the spring back down. Put it back on the ground and then bring your spring all the way back down and engage it again into the clip, and the trap is now set. With it baited, all you need to do now is to put your door back on the side. The trap is now set and ready for you to mount it on your tree or post. Don't dry fire the trap again. If you want to release this trap without it firing, basically put it back on the ground, release the spring from the catch, let the spring come all the way up, and then now that's free, and then bring the trigger bar back down again and the trap is now safe. Remember, when you take this trap down from a tree or a post and it hasn't gone off or hasn't caught anything, remember to unset it. The last thing you want to do is put this away or in the back of your van or in your shed and it's still set and someone goes to pick it up or you go to get it next time without realizing that it's still set. So remember, when you finish with it, unset it.